Hi guys, TF47 here, and today we're taking a look at the Tomica World Road and Rail System set Mega Set 7422, and here we can see that it comes with a lot of pieces there. We have this great box art. I miss this type of box art that shows off the entire layout and makes you really want to go into this world. Alright, here's the side panel of the box, and really, I guess you could call it the back of the box, or the bottom of the box, depending on how you look at it. It has like all the information there with batteries and all that stuff. And then here's the back of the packaging. We can see there that shows you piece by piece of what's included, which is neat. And then there is this nice big layout there showing you the entire set all set up. Very cool. And then here is a description of the set, and they've listed it in multiple languages, which I like too. Here's the other side of the box. Here's the top of the box. You can see little indents there that the handle would be at. Unfortunately, it was broken. And then here is the bottom of the packaging. Alright, once you open up the box, you'll see inside that this is a sealed set. So the tape was broken, but nothing on the inside of the set has been removed. I think that's really cool. Alright, and then here's everything laid out, and there is a lot of pieces to this set. We can see we have trees, railroad crossing signs, the engine, car there, all this great track, station, a tunnel, the automatic level crossing. I mean, there's just so much to this set. It really is a mega set. Here's the road there, and you'll see too, it's brand new, so it's nice and shiny. Like it even, you can even see the reflection in the roadway. It's really cool. Alright, then here are the instructions. Now the instructions really surprise me because there's not much to them. It gives you the track layout, and that's pretty much all. It'll show you an itinerary of everything included, but there's not really a way, or a route rather, to show you how to put all the stickers on. Like, you have to do that based on the box art, and that is very, very tricky. So I included me putting the stickers on everything, kind of to show you where all the stickers go and everything, just in case you buy the set secondhand or so forth. And you can see I've sped this up. It took about 20 minutes to get all the stickers on here, and there are a lot of stickers. Now, one thing I will say that did impress me about this set, the set was released in '98, so at time of filming it's 27 years old, almost 30 years old, which is crazy. The stickers stuck on very, very well. Like, I came back after I ran the set and did the review, and when I came back, like, the stickers aren't peeling, like, they're not falling off. It really did impress me. And you'll see too that there's two sizes of junction box stickers there, so you gotta be kind of careful when putting those on. And there are a lot of stickers. The majority of the stickers go onto this level crossing. In fact, I think every sticker except for 3 go onto this level crossing. So there's a lot here. The worst ones are these stripes. I hated these stickers. Putting on the stripes, they were the worst. Also, this one was kind of tricky too, because you had to make sure you didn't pull up the holes there that were punched out for the trees. And then this pinstripe lining is very tricky too, because it's just one single little strip of tape. You gotta line it up, make sure it's correctly on there. Of course, little bike lane stickers, but it's very detailed. It impressed me, I will say. Alright, once we put those on, we're going to now add all the accessories. So we'll add the trees, these little guardrails, the railroad crossing sign, the little bathroom there, the trash can, all this different stuff. And then of course we have these last 2 pieces of road, and that's where the crosswalk sticker goes, and as well as this little U-turn strip there on this next piece there. Very neat. And there we are. Alright, and that is all the stickers. Now we're going to show you how to put the battery inside. Unfortunately, this unit, I used a AA just to test it. The unit has a cracked gear, so it's not able to pull anything, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. Once, these engines, they do that over time, especially Plarail engines, the gear on the inside will snap. Alright, now here is how you set up the set. So we're placing all the roadway down. I recommend starting with the roadway first, but we're just going to do that, put that here. And then once we put that strip there, we're going to now add the level crossing, and then we're going to put the track in place. And the stop-go rail there, the curves, the tunnel, adding the straight, the curves there. Now we're going to add the station, and now we're adding the last bit of roadway there, connecting it back up to the strip here with the level crossing. And we're going to add all the accessories like the trees, the point signs, all of those. Alright, now that that's set up, let's take a look at each individual item. First being this EF65 engine unit here, and I have to say, this is very detailed for the age of this set. You have great paint details here, you have all this vent details, the open cap on the inside where you can see the motor inside, very classic Plarail. Here's the other side of the engine, again, great vent details, the back of the engine pretty much the same, but that's okay. Here's a look at the top, we have that nice pantograph detail there. And then the bottom there. And it's made in this light molded gray, which I think is nice. Nowadays they probably use like a silver paint or something, but there's something classic about that plain gray, which is really nice. Here's this container car, which is nice. It's not too bad. It's not too detailed, but it's not bad. Here's a look at the top without the crates, and the bottom. And then here's a 360 look at the crates. You can see it has nice printing there, and these are stackable, so you can take and stack them on top of each other on the rolling stock, which is nice. Alright, and then last up is this auto carrier, and you can see here it has some great details there with like little ladder details on the sides, nice little details there with the railings, very nice. Here's a look at the other side, the top, excuse me, the back, the top, and you'll see there's little grooves there so you can put cars inside, and the bottom. And you can see you can actually put the car that's included in the set inside there. Very neat. Alright, and then here we can see the station there. Very nicely detailed. We have a little Tomica World sign, little chairs there, and it is actually scale with HO scale figures, which I like. Here's a look at the other side. I really like this map detail that's there too. It's a nice sticker, and these were all already applied, so you didn't have to add any of these, which is nice. See a little poster there with a little train and bus. And on this side we have this little phone booth there, and that's showing the age of the set too, having an area for a phone booth. Alright, and then next up is this tunnel. You'll see that nice sticker there for the brickwork, and that was already attached as well. Here's a look at the other side. And then here's a look at the top and the bottom. I always like these Tomy tunnels. Alright, and then here's this point sign, and it's a little road sign that goes off the side. These were actually from the Tomy trains days, the taller, big ones with the Lego style system. And then here is the tree, and there are 4 of these included. Very nice. And then what's neat about this is you can actually take it apart. So there's the top and the bottom, and these come in 3 parts, and you can take them apart, add them together, and all those things. And here's the automatic level crossing, and I'll tell you, this is my favorite part of the whole set. You have great details here, like the trees, the signs, little railway gates, and as the train comes along, it actually makes the gates fall, which is really neat. We'll see that more in action once layout's set up. And then here's the side. You'll see great details like the map on the side, little junction boxes, the restroom there. Even though they're done with stickers, it still looks very nice. And then here's the other side. Next, here's a look at the top. We'll see some of that striping detail that we had to put down with the stickers, little bike lane paths, and there is the bottom of the unit there. Alright, so now that we see that, let's see this set in action. Here we can see we have everything set up. Unfortunately, because the engine won't pull with the cracked gear, I'm going to have to use this Plarail diesel that we got from the Jurassic World Plarail carrier. And we're going to go ahead and start this engine up and send them on their way. Now, unfortunately, the vehicle that was included too, the battery, like I said, is 27 years old. It's just not powerful enough to run the vehicle around the layout. So we're actually going to be using Lorry 1. But let's see the set in action. Alright, so with this set, the vehicle is supposed to go to the level crossing. It makes the vehicle go up and then cross over the level crossing once the vehicle is gone. Now, because of the age of this set, it has a little bit of difficulty doing that. Sometimes the vehicle will get stuck, sometimes it'll stick a little bit, but that's kind of normal considering the age of this set. I do think, however, with getting set some runtime, like letting it run out a bit and kind of get things moving, I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. The longer that I ran this set, I did notice that it did perform better over time. So I think that if you were to run this set in a good bit, it would help mitigate that. But I really do think this is a very cool set, and I have memories of this, not this set, but the accessory included. So the reason that I bought this set was for the level crossing. I was looking on eBay, I was trying to find the just the level crossing to review, because I'm reviewing new and vintage items this year for the anniversary of Thomas and Friends, and I saw this set after I had purchased another Plarail item. It came up in the, like, you know, recommended, whatever, you might like this thing. and I was so surprised when I saw it because the level crossing was the main focal point of the set. And I looked at the description, I was trying to get more information about it, and it did not say if it was a complete set, it did not say if it was a new in-box set, it just said as is. And that can mean that it's a great set, or that it's not a great set, and then it said no returns accepted. So I was a little bit weary of it, but the seller gave me an offer on it, and I decided to jump on it, and I am very happy that I did. This was a sealed set, so the tape had been cut, but the set on the inside had never been taken out of the packaging from what I could see. All of the elements inside were sealed in the plastic bags. I mean, it is in excellent condition. I believe the reason the set's not working properly with like the cracked gear and everything in this is not because of like, you know, rough play or anything. It's because of the age of the set. I have Plarail engines in my collection where the gears do, unfortunately, they'll snap. Then that seems to be a common issue with those gears, but they're fixable, and I hope to fix it someday in the future. So all in all, I do think it's a fantastic set. I've had so much fun with this set because it brings back so many memories. Back when I was a kid, it was for Christmas, my dad and my mom, I told them I wanted a level crossing. That was all that I wanted from Santa, was a level crossing for my trains. And they found this automatic level crossing from Plarail, and they got me that and then Henry, among some other things, but those were the two things that I remember the most from that Christmas, was Henry with a log car and then this automatic level crossing, and I love them so much. And both of those, I played with those, and then unfortunately they broke over the years and I lost pieces to them, but when I saw this level crossing, it was like I knew I had to get it because it brought back so many great memories. So, with that being said, do I recommend this set? Yes. I think it's a great little set. I think it's amazing how, you know, just how much track you get, how much road you get. Level crossing is one of the best destinations I think Plarail made in terms of, you know, just automation and working together with roads and trains. I think it's a great little set. Now, the price of the set, if you can find it for a good price. If you can't find it for a good price, I'd probably hold off. Make sure that it is a functioning set. You don't want it to, you don't want to pay a huge amount and then it not be functioning. But if you can find a functioning set for a good price, I do highly recommend it. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.